and just expect me to start.
Yeah. This is one of the greatest nerd podcasts on the internet. Exclusively brought to you by YouTube.
For now.
Exclusive. They were doing...
Apple Music's trying to buy it, but we're saying no.
Yeah, right now we're holding out. We're like, YouTube's been here with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to stay loyal right now.
Honestly, we're just waiting for the Spotify bag.
Yeah.
Because they give those out.
Every time somebody goes to Spotify, they're just number one on Spotify.
Exactly, so...
We're going to be the next Call Her Daddy. That's what we're really working on.
I mean, Call Her Daddy doesn't have a pod dog, so...
That's true. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, you look like...
Mm-hmm.
You look like you're the devil and I'm the angel.
You need something? Anyways... There's a lot of things that have been going on in the world since the last time we got together.
Like what?
Like, Linus's channel got hacked. I don't know if you've seen that.
I did, but I didn't click on the video.
I didn't watch the video either.
I didn't click on
But he's back.
videos about it.
He's back.
I'm glad he got hacked.
Why?
I'm just talking. He almost ended his career.
Why?
You didn't hear about that?
Mm-mm.
He was on a podcast. And he was like...
His podcast?
Mm-hmm. And he's with one of the other people. He was like, it's so crazy how lingo and things like that have changed over the past couple of years. Like, I don't know about you, but I think I speak for most people when, like, 10, 15 years ago, we were all dropping hard R's. You know? And, he, like, kept going on about dropping the hard R and stuff like that. And his co-host and was like, hard R, what do you mean by that? And then he said, like the word for, like, mentally challenged. And then you hear, like, the production people and his car start laughing, and they were like, that is not what that's used for. That is not what people use that for.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he messed that up. He's Canadian, he don't know no better. It's simpler over there.
Yeah, they didn't enslave black people.
No, they freed them. Canada. The freedom of the North.
I'll go out there in the snow with Drake.
Also, he says hi. Oh, damn.
I hope he dies.
There's one of the biggest changes in the video game landscape has finally taken place. And it's a big deal. It's not a big deal to you because you're young and you don't remember. But E3 is officially done.
Oh, they're dead.
They're super dead.
They've been dead.
It
was an April Fool's show.
No. You don't even know what E3 is.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I saw it online and I thought it was a April Fool's joke. They said it was canceled.
But what is E3?
It's like a conference thing where they talk about, like, what?
No, keep talking. Please, keep going.
I think it's from...
What do they talk about?
I think it's from the Nintendo place.
Uh-huh. And what else?
I don't know what else. I just know that it's a thing that they've done for a very long time. And they said they don't have enough people to go and do the talks that actually want to go since COVID, and they're canceling it.
It's the Electronic Gaming Expo. So, like a person who doesn't know about video games, who go play your PlayStation box or your play Nintendo. It was the biggest, largest gaming convention / places where a lot of people would go make back-end deals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now they're horrible.
And now it's nothing. Every system...
It was going like that for a while, though.
Yeah, the last at least 5 to 6 years. Really, the one that really started pushing it hard was Nintendo. They would still show up and do a treehouse, but they would just do their directs. So that was like one. And then Sony finally started doing their state of play. And Xbox, I don't know what they call theirs. I forget. They call theirs like their conference.
I was going to say something, but I can't say that on the podcast.
Oh, okay. But almost every big video game of the last 20 years, every system has been shown there first from everybody. So it's pretty wild that it's gone. Like, but pre-internet, you would like wait for the what is it? Either the Nintendo Power or what was that magazine called? Game Informer.
Mm-hmm.
And they would
Game
have a
Informer.
giant spread on what was going on in E3 and the demos that were shown and the release date. It was like pre-internet. It was like the biggest deal ever.
Now you just look it up.
Yeah. Now it just all the like even the Nintendo Directs. If you don't watch the Nintendo Directs, you'll just see you could just wait and you'll get all the notifications for every game that is being shown on it because they release it right after. It's pretty wild. It's kind of sad.
They didn't evolve. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You gotta have something new and innovative.
I mean, Comic-Con's still going. They're still figuring it out. So, but before
That's different.
it was just for like developers.
Mhm.
It wasn't open to the public for a long time.
Well, it's also different because of that reason. Like Comic-Con is driven by the people,
yeah.
right? E3, if it was just a video game convention that got so big that developers decided to make announcements there, then that's one thing. But that's what drove it. So once that happens, it's like, what are we doing this for?
Yeah.
That's really the difference.
First, and then so the timeline was the big three, the gaming manufacturers, they all pulled out. Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. They already announced they weren't going to show up, but then they were going to build a show around like Ubisoft, Konami, Capcom, like all these other places. But Capcom had a really big success with their Resident Evil YouTube videos. I think they did. So they did one 2 years or a year ago for 8, and then they did, and before that they did one for 3, and Resident Evil 2. So it was working out for them. And Capcom, I think, just did one not too long ago. So it's just like easier for them to produce their own thing and then put it up on YouTube. YouTube is really what killed E3.
They're horrible.
Before like everything was pushed to YouTube, you'd at least still have to go to like IGN and see what's going on. And now that's another institution that's like flailing.
Yeah, well, I mean, now it's just there for reviews.
Yeah, I mean,
But
and,
even then, most people go to Metacritic these days.
but do people really respect gaming reviews? Because dollars for games doesn't really show that. Because like, just look at the new Pokemon games. Like, I don't think they were reviewed amazingly
No.
because of all the bugs, but they've sold like 10 million copies.
Well, that's
or
also
something.
because it's Pokemon. Like, horrible. But anyway, no, I feel like nowadays it's just going with whatever YouTubers you like.
That's true.
Most gamers have, maybe it's just me, I don't know, a Nintendo person, an Xbox person, and a PlayStation person. You go to get your news from that person, or your reviews, and then whatever they say kind of puts you on the right track. Like, I don't know the last time that you would sit down and watch like an IGN review.
Never. Yeah,
Like,
even
you just
like
look up a game and it pops up and you're like, oh, scroll.
yeah. There's one company. There's a gaming platform, or not platform, YouTube channel that I like. It's but they do a lot of lists. I can't think of their name. They're out of like Europe.
God of War.
I know there's one of the shows they do is called Choose Your Own Adventure. I can't.
Gameranx?
No, not Gameranx.
Well, they're good. They do the Before You Buy series. That's what I was looking up.
What? No, not Watch Culture. Yeah, Watch Culture. I like them.
Yeah, I watch their videos.
Yeah, they have a lot of good people on there, and their podcasts that they do, they'll put clips of their podcast up, and they're pretty honest about things. But they're like one of the last gaming things that I watch, because at least they're doing like interesting, like lists and stuff.
Yeah, these days I just watch for the person.
Yeah, they have a lot of
Like-
pretty good personalities.
Not that, I mean like, even on YouTube. Like, if the person is cool, then I'll probably watch it. And there's some things where it's like, even if I'm really interested in the topic, if their voice is annoying, I can't do it.
Well, there's some like I watch a lot of Spawn Wave. I like him. I like him for news because he's pretty like flat with it and he's pretty consistent. But there's somebody else I watch that I don't always like his opinion, but I'll still watch him. RGT85 or whatever. He's kind of like a little dark sheep of a little family of YouTube like video game people. He's a retro, which I think is kind of.
Either.
He's like sometimes his
annoying.
rants are like annoying, but sometimes I'll still watch his videos, and he like clickbaits a lot, or like with like some crazy title.
The only gaming news person I follow these days is Review Tech USA. The only thing about his videos is that he only covers bad things.
Oh.
Like, never really a good thing that happened. He's almost like a drama channel for gaming.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, it's interesting to see the downside of stuff, but... And one of the only surprising things that is surviving on my feed is this Apple Sheep guy.
Apple Sheep?
He's a huge Apple Sheep.
Oh, you mean that's what he does there? I thought that was his name.
No, his name is Taylosive Tech. But he talks about a lot of Apple stuff and Apple news. And it's interesting.
This redhead demon guy?
Yeah, him.
I'll subscribe. I'll see what's going on.
And it's cool because he's honest and stupid. Like, he can talk about how he doesn't agree with this thing that Apple's doing, but then also the fact that he's still going to buy one. Or, like, he's still subscribed. Like, he was like, HomePod, the last drop they did with whatever it was like, yeah, this is horrible. The only thing here worth buying is Apple TV. And then he bought everything still. And then he bought everything still. He was like, yeah, like, this is still my job.
Well, yeah, he has to get it for his job.
You clicked on this video for a reason. It's not like you were like, no, I'm scrolling past, Drew bought the product. You're watching.
Yeah.
So, I like him, but that's really it right now. That's the only kind of news/tech that I'm watching.
Other than that, it's just game trailers or whatever comes out. I always pay attention to, like, what's coming out on Game Pass. And just kind of... Because it's always weird stuff, which is okay. It's exposed me to a lot of things that I wouldn't have otherwise
I'm not
played.
that person. I will not click on the game.
Oh, you won't? If it has, like, an interesting artistic style or something, I'll be like, okay, let's see what's going on. And I'll watch the trailer. And maybe I'll look at the reviews on Xbox, but a lot of times I'll just kind of look up some gameplay stuff.
What I want right now is a sword fighting game.
Like what? Well, like Jedi Fallen Survivor?
Yeah. That's cool. I'll probably not playing that. But I just wish there was more lightsaber battles.
The next one's supposed to.
Like, I'm just like ding, deflecting things and killing people that have guns. It's kind of boring.
Have you played Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
That's really fun.
Seems like a lot to get into.
Well, it rolls you in. Like, because I'm replaying it, like New Game Plus right now, just because I have nothing else to play. And I forgot how to play. So, but it, like, goes through the mechanics pretty well to, like, if it doesn't give you everything at once, it really pieces it out. By the time you're, like, really OP, and if you're like, even if you're not as fast on the buttons, you can put some, like, different charms and stuff on, so you can get, like, bigger windows for that kind of stuff. But that's a fun sword fighting game. It's the same. It's not as Soulsy. It's more like first person narrative with, like, pretty intense, good sword fighting.
Yeah, I don't have nothing right now.
And that one's on that thing if you still have it. Oh, it was on PlayStation Plus or PlayStation whatever they're calling it now.
Yeah, I have nothing to play. I've played a lot of little games.
Like what?
Like, I bought that Need for Speed game at the beginning of the year. Finished that in like 3 weeks. It was very fun. I had a great time. It's just a small little game though. I thought The Last of Us show would get me to replay the game. I tried. I wasn't really interested.
I refuse to watch it because I know it's different. Like, a lot of the beats are the same of the show. They twist it a little bit. It's like a little bit. There's different things in the show. But I was like, oh, I don't want to watch it because I feel like I'm going to play that game eventually. Like, I haven't played it since it came out on PS3, but I still think eventually I'm going to play it.
You need to watch the show because there's nothing... It's not gonna... I think that it's one of the cases where it might help you.
Get into it?
Yeah, because it's a series, so they're allowed to kind of go more in depth with things. So it's like the major plot points, you are going to know what's going on still. But like the details, like the stuff that the game glosses over, it'll give you a reference point to what, like a full thing of what happened there. Like the big old controversy they had, like when they tried to say that they were making it gay on that third episode. And at first, because I was always behind, I never watched concurrently. I was like, damn, that's crazy. They really did that? It's not like I care, but like, that's crazy. But then you watch it, and you go back to the game, and spoiler alert. One of the characters that helps Joel in one of the first cities you go to, he is gay, has a husband, and the husband hung himself. The note was like, I got bit, but I'd rather be dead than deal with another day of you. Right? You know, early 2010s
Yeah.
jokes, edgy jokes, right? But in the show, they have their own episode where they go through their whole story, and it ends in a similar way, but it's not as bad, right? So stuff like that, to where you go and you play the game, and you'll have a reference point to what happened and stuff like that. I think it enhances. It doesn't take away from it. There's only a few differences that you'll notice, but I think that if you watched it and then went and played it, it would help. It wouldn't hurt.
I know that. I told you to play that game. Like, I know it's a great game.
Right.
Like, you were like, oh, is it good? I'm like, I know it's a masterpiece of a game. And you've been a fan ever since. And you're like, are you to play it? I'm like, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get around
Here
to
you
it.
are.
And I still, at any point, I could download it and play it because it's
Yeah,
on the
I bought it
PlayStation thing.
I bought it on PS3. I bought it on PS4. Technically, I bought it on PS5. Now I bought the second one. I didn't buy the reboot though. They weren't going to get another $60.
Not the,
But
not the remaster.
no, not the PS5
Is that out?
remaster. It came out like 2 weeks before the movie did.
Oh, okay.
But I just also wish that the show was longer.
Maybe they just did a quick 10. Well, HBO.
Like, there's nothing that I feel like they glossed over. It's just like at the beginning, we were getting like hour and a half, hour and 15, hour and 10-minute episodes. And then the last three were like 48, 49, 53.
That's cool that they like
I
they
want
decided that like, oh, there's less story. Let's not pad it out for an hour and a half. Let's just do the story. I respect that. I respect that.
No, but there's stuff that they could have expounded on more.
Oh. Are you gonna go watch? Speaking of video game movies, are you gonna go watch Mario?
Duh.
Dang, duh. I just went to Mario Land at Universal. First of all, oh my god.
I am Zen.
First of all, it's the most. I didn't know I needed to go into Super Mario World. Like, everything as a kid was like, oh my gosh, because the aesthetic of it really like.
It's Mario?
It's like they respect the 2D Mario stuff at the same time as it also being in 3D because it's in an actual 3D space. But
Is it like its own area?
yeah,
Oh.
like literally you go through. You have to walk through a tunnel that's a warp pipe, and it's all blocked. You really can't see. Like, you can see some stuff on the tippy top, but then you walk through, and
Is
then
it
you
like
just
a steep or like a down?
no,
Or
just
is it
straight through. And then you walk straight through. It's really big, like as big as this room. Like, you just keep walking through, and then it just opens up, and it's just like the colors are crazy vivid, and there's
That's
just like
shit.
there's things like moving everywhere. So like there's like the coins are spinning like in the thing. There's like Goombas walking.
Is it
and
inside or outside?
it's so it's out like it's outside. It's outside. Like. Yeah, the main part is like an area that's outside. It's actually not as big as it probably should be for as many people as they shove in there. But I had more fun going there, just going around, looking around at all the things. Just I didn't do the band thing. I think that thing is dumb. It's fun for kids.
What is it?
Literally, it's literally just like a scavenger hunt. So you have to collect coins, and once you collect so many coins. You get a key, and the key lets you go into like a room.
There's a ride.
Yeah. Oh,
And the ride is a Mario Kart.
I'll tell you about the. You want me to tell you about the ride?
No.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
Okay. I'll get to it. So there's 3 different keys, and it's just filler. It's just like going around the little area. It has to be fun for kids. I just wanted a band. I know somebody got a band, a little girl. I'm gonna borrow hers the next time so I could just hit the. That's all I want to do. I literally would just want to hit the blocks and get the coin noise. That's all I want to do. If you have it when you're on the Mario Kart ride, the big feature is you tap it up against the steering wheel and it turns rainbow colored. I was like, oh, really? That's for $40 for the band.
Sounds pretty cool.
So the ride, okay. So the line for the ride is like. So at Universal, you've been to. Okay, let's see. Like Transformers. You know, Transformers, you're going through the hallways, there's like stuff on the room. Mm. It's like that, but like times 100. Like you're literally going into like. When you're first going in, it's like kind of going into a house, and then you're like going through caverns, and then it's like then once you get upstairs, it's like Bowser's Castle. So it's like different rooms in Bowser's Castle. There's like books, like funny books on the wall. Like there's like all the there's areas that have like blueprints of like the different enemies. Like he's building them. There's like a factory that you're kind of like watching the stuff being built. But so the ride is It's like another Grand Prix in Mario Kart, and the videos look like they're just lifted right up, but they're just high resolution right out of Mario Kart. But
is it a movie ride or is it a ride?
So okay, so the ride I didn't 100% love because it's three elements. It's a physical thing that you're like you with the steering wheel, but 4 people are in one thing, and there's parts where you're supposed to turn it and everybody has to do it before it has the reaction, so you're like depending on 3 other people with you. So you get like a Mario hat and it has like a magnet, and then when you get on the ride it has glasses, the AR glasses. So you put them on, and then it's like what you're doing is like you're in a Mario Kart race, right? And so but the thing is, it's Team Mario versus Team Bowser, and you help by shooting the bad guys, which is like the Koopalings plus Bowser, but not Bowser Jr. for some reason. But you shoot them whenever you get turtle shells to help out the Mario team, and then when you hit people you get coins, and the half of it is getting 100 coins. Like everybody in your party has to get 100 coins, and that will help Mario win or whatever, right? So you're doing the ride and playing this game where wherever you look, that's where it aims. So there's buttons on the thing to shoot. So it's a lot happening at the same time.
Sounds like a lot.
It is. So I feel like you can't enjoy everything that's there. I don't know if have you been on the Harry Potter one? So you know how the Harry Potter one is there's the big tree, and it's you're playing in Hogwarts and you're flying through and you get to see all these visual things. The Dementors, the Dementors are really coming at you. You kind of miss that kind of stuff because you're trying to look on the screen that's right in front of you.
It's way too complicated.
And it's it just seemed and you don't really feel like you're in that much control. And there's prompts where you have to turn the wheel. And it doesn't feel like you're actually driving a cart because there's so many. You're drifting all the time, the whole time you're just drifting, but it doesn't feel like.
It sounds like they overcomplicated it, and they should have just made 2 rides.
Yeah.
That should have just been an experience where you drove, like a Mario Kart thing, and then there should have been a Mario ride.
Because it is in the vein of you're on the broomsticks in Harry Potter, how it feels like that. But then with this game on top of it, I think that's right. If there was a how they do The Simpsons even, where they do that and you're just doing Mario Kart and shooting shit. I think that if it was 2 separate things, I think they would both be better. Instead of trying to do, you're doing 3 things at the same time.
Yeah.
You're riding, you're playing the game, and you're trying to control the thing.
Too much.
So it is a lot.
When are they gonna update the Transformers ride though?
I don't know. The Transformer ride still hits.
No, it does, but it's just
well, they're
Transformers 1 still.
Yeah, it's Transformer 1, 2 stuff.
We're still doing this Transformers 1, not 2, 1.
It's because Devastator was Devastator in 1.
No.
I feel like they pulled things from everything because Devastator's in it, and then Devastator that was on 2 or 3, huh?
It was on 2.
Yeah, it's 1 and 2 mix.
I need more.
It's still really good.
It's
Because
still
when I was
good,
there, I
but-
was like shitting on it. I was like, I don't really think I like the Transformer ride that much. And then I wrote it. I was like, oh, I forgot. This shit is really good. Like
It'd
the
be like that.
like the Mario one.
Mhm.
Like it goes. It's like it's not. It's like a mixture of a bunch of different stages.
Mhm.
But like the last part is like Rainbow Road, and like that shit was cool. Like those parts are cool because it felt like you were speeding
Yeah.
up Rainbow Road, and you could see all the colors and everything. But it was because they let you focus on that because you weren't shooting at people. So like.
Yeah.
It was like that moment. I remember I was like, "Whoa!" And then like you see all the different Mario
Yeah,
characters.
you're supposed to be able to take it in. Like the whole point of Universal, the rides there is like you're watching a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and this experience is like you being in it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of weird for them to be like, you still got to play a game.
Yeah,
games.
I guess because it's a video game,
Yeah.
you had to add a game. I wonder. I don't know how. If it would be worse without the air. Like I wonder what it. Like I think if I do ride it again, because I'm not even like I need to go ride that again. Like I'm not even like.
Yeah. Sounds like the Toy Story ride, but worse.
Oh, I never was that in Florida.
Yeah, in Disney. Oh, it's at Disneyland.
Oh, Disney.
You're trying to go through and shoot all the aliens.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that, but worse.
Yeah, I was like, it was just too many things. But the waiting in line and you're looking through all the things in Bowser's Castle, like even that was really fun, and that was cool.
Speaking of Disney, I saw on TikTok today, and I need to go do it right now. You know how you can make a wand?
Yeah.
At Disneyland, you can make a droid.
Oh yeah, and a lightsaber.
I don't want a lightsaber, I want a droid.
I want a lightsaber. Is it a mini droid though? Because obviously it's not like
Or it's life sized.
the ball one.
Yeah, so it'll probably be like that.
Yeah.
But you can talk to it and stuff. It talks back and all that stuff for $15 extra.
Oh, it's only 15 for the droid.
No, it's 100.
Oh, okay.
It's 115 if you want to put a personality chip in it. And honestly, I'm gonna do it.
I like okay, so I have like anxiety about going to other amusement parks because Universal Studios. I'm not giving out all the secrets on the podcast. I apologize. Some of these things are going to the grave with me, but I can work that park really easily, so I could get around.
He has fake surgery documents and gets a free pass to the front line.
Shut up! Shut your damn mouth! I have.
Why'd you validate what I said?
I'm just telling you to shut up in general. I just like to tell you to shut up. That's part of this podcast.
Yeah.
But anyways, I can get on all the rides that I want to get to in the amount of time, and like usually it's like a half day to like get through all the rides in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And but if I know I go to Magic Mountain, I'm gonna be waiting in more lines. And Disneyland, I'm like really like dreading. I've never been to Disneyland. I would love to go see the Marvel stuff, go see the Star Wars stuff, but these like waiting in 2-hour lines is, and then everyone has a fast pass, so it doesn't matter.
What's the other one? What's the other movie ride at Universal?
There's Mummy, there's Jurassic World.
No, it's Simpsons.
Oh, Simpsons, yeah.
Yeah, because the one in Florida has Fast and Furious and King Kong. And
Oh, those are full-fledged rides, not like how they.
It's not Transformers. They don't have Transformers out there. They have Fast and Furious instead.
Oh, the word that I heard from podcast alum E is that next to the one in Florida, they're building a brand new, 100% brand new park. It'll be its own new park. It's opening in 2025.
Wow.
So I'm like, that's probably going to be lit because all the new technologies that are coming out.
Yeah.
Like the tech that's in the Mario one is pretty good. Like it's good. It's just a lot of stuff.
Well, they already have their own park, which is crazy. There's going to be 3 parks out there.
And I think that one might swing. There's 4 parks in Universal.
Oh, because there's a water park, I think. Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's it's like Hurricane Harbor, and then there's not Hurricane Harbor. There's a water park. There's an amusement ride park. There's the Universal Park. So I wonder what the things for the 4th park is going to be.
I hope they push more into a Nintendo park.
Maybe.
Because I heard they're supposed to do a Zelda ride.
Yeah, they might. But they have a roller coaster park, and it's pretty intense.
Yeah, I would like that. I would. I mean, they only really like at this one. The only roller coaster one is that small Harry Potter one. The ride of the.
Mummy's better though. Mummy's a great.
Oh, Mummy is so good.
Mummy's a great roller coaster. But
The new Universal one is called Universal's Epic Universe.
Universal's Epic Universe. They already rides announced yet?
It just says it's going to be double the size of the original theme park. New themed lands and attractions, including another US-based Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, so they're gonna get the brand new Nintendo World.
It's so sad they can't do that in LA.
Yeah, there's just no
There's
room.
nowhere to build.
They got rid of studio space to build Mario Land. Because it used to be they would have trailers out there and it was like parking and stuff, and they just demolished it. And a few of the
See, what they should do is they should buy out a whole another parking space and just expand the park right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just shuttle people
from
an off-lot place. That's what they should do.
All those, like, everything in LA is just, everything's already packed in. Like, when you go to Universal, there's everything is right there. Like, there's not space. Magic Mountain has a lot of, because it's in Ventura or whatever, it has way more space around it and is in, like, mountains and whatever.
Yeah.
And Disneyland is screwed. They can't get any more land. Because if anybody finds out they're trying to buy it, then they just jack the price. $1 million for my house.
True. I think that the best experience I had was freshman year of high school. So long ago.
It's been a long time, bro.
We went to Six Flags for an Avid trip.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like 1,000, 2,000 people max in the park.
Oh, it was for like only Avid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And it was real nice. Just riding. Everything was open. We rode. I don't even think we rode everything. There was a line for some stuff, but it was, nowhere near as much a line it would be. Like, we rode X2. We rode Tatsu 3 times in a row.
Dang.
We rode Goliath 3 times in a row.
See, so Goliath is the new, and this one's old. It's like 15 years old now. Goliath is the newest ride I've been on. I never got to do X2 or the other one, like any of those other new ones. The one was of the fire and all that shit. I didn't get to do any of those because the lines were just like so crazy when we went.
I really don't even like X2 for real.
Goliath is like one of my favorites though. That
is cool.
That first peak, and you could see like you could see like 100 miles in all directions. It's like
no thanks.
You don't like it? You just don't.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, I love roller coasters. I
like them, but I don't like that. I don't like the drops. I'm not a fan.
I love it so much.
If there was a roller coaster that had mid drops, but it still kind of threw you and did that kind of stuff, it's great. Like that, I can't do the drops. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and I've never been on the Superman ride, which it's nerfed now. It used to go higher when I was a kid.
Glad it's nerfed.
And they don't go as high anymore.
Good.
They used to go all the way to the Superman, and now they don't.
There was a ride at the one in Six Flags in Sacramento, north of there.
The Great America, the one in the Bay Area?
Is that what it is? That.
Yeah.
And it's like the Superman ride, it goes woo, and then it goes like a spin, and then you come down. I almost went on that one.
Did they have the Top Gun ride when you went?
No.
It goes over the water? It's pretty badass.
I literally didn't ride anything.
Oh my gosh, you were scared?
No. I was with one of my little cousins over there, and we waited in the whole line. Got to the front and didn't want to go on it.
Jeez.
And I didn't want to go on it to begin with, so I was like, okay, that's fine with me. But why do we have to wait in the line this whole time?
Ever since I was young, maybe 8, it was the first time I went to Magic Mountain, and I couldn't get on some of the rides because I was too short. But anything I could, I would.
I remember the first time I went on a roller coaster. It was at Six Flags. It was the Vipers one, whatever that is.
Yeah,
that was
the Viper.
First one. Okay, I was scared. That was the first time I went as an amusement ride person, not as going on the kiddie rides and doing the kiddie part. Wasn't as fun.
Yeah, my brother, he does not like roller coasters. even though he like jumped out of a plane. He doesn't really like roller coasters, which is weird. Like, how do you even?
The one in Florida is like goes up and then it goes down like at a 90-degree angle.
Mm-hmm. I love all of that.
Was not a good.
I want to go to Six Flags, but Amber said she'd go with me because she likes it.
Wasn't a great time. I'll go and get a funnel cake every ride.
I gotta actually set that up before it gets too hot in the summer, because
yeah, you don't want to be out there in 160.
No, after that,
you should get a weekday off and go then, and then it'll just be like a couple thousand people. Won't have to be waiting all day.
Yeah, and you won't get it like Universal. You can get headed everything in a day. Magic Mountain, not anymore. I think there's just too many lines.
Yeah, if you're smart, you could be able to get everything.
Do they do single rider at Magic
Mountain? Since I've been.
I love single rider at Universal.
Except for when you're supposed to be riding with someone and you get split up.
Oh no, it's fine. So I went with my granddaughter and I went to the Jurassic World because she was like, I want to go on that one again. I was like, all right, and like everyone was kind of like mid about going on it again because no one wanted to wait in a line. And then I was like, well, we'll hit single rider. And I'm like, they'll probably let us on. Because they did it before on the Harry Potter. Somebody was with her, and they let them both go on. So we wait in line. It's not a long line because it's single rider. And they're like, oh, she can't ride by herself. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go with her. And they're like, no, it's single rider. They like literally, and they're like, oh, you can leave this way. They like literally like open up the line so we can leave because they refused. So I could not believe it.
Why can't you just wait till there's two people?
I know. Open. I could not believe. They like all looked at me like, oh, well, it's single rider. I was like, she's like 6. Like, are you really being like this? If she was tall enough, I would have let her go by herself. I'm like, all right, go.
She wasn't tall enough?
Yeah, she wasn't tall enough to go by herself. I was just like, I was like mad. I was like pissed off.
You should write them an angry letter.
I felt so mad. And then like, I took her back with the party, and they're like, "Were you gonna go?" I was like, "I'm not gonna go." Like it was like a principle at that point. Like I'm not gonna just ditch her. She was the one that wanted to go. That was like the one bad experience there. But they did it at Harry Potter. So I don't know if she's really been. Oh, she's been on the channel before because she was on the video when we
the cookies.
Yeah, the cookie video when we were traveling for different cookies.
This podcast should have cookies.
You could. There's cookies over there if you want to go get one. Those blue ones.
Oh yeah, that's
true. She was so skinny, like she's just this thin little thing that she on the Harry Potter one when they put her in, like she was small enough to fit on one leg, like like yeah. So like they had to tell her no, open your leg, and then they closed it. And the person who rode with him was like, I was nervous the whole time. I couldn't even focus on the ride. And then I'm like, I'm just going to hold her wrist. And I was like, what? If she fell out, what do you think is going to... You think you're going to hold her by the wrist while you're being flung upside down?
So there's locked arms.
No, it's two... there's space.
Oh,
it's the one that like you have to run up to it while it's moving.
Oh, uh-huh.
But she got on it and she liked it. I thought because you know how you forget like how the rides are, so like I'm like, oh, she'll be fine. She wants to get on it, whatever. And then I went on first because we hit single rider, so I went on first. And then as I was going through it, the Demenders come my face, go, oh, I think I messed up. I don't think I should have let this little kid do this ride.
Horrible.
And the big spider, like you see the big spider and the tree swing. I was like, oh, I think I messed up. I don't think I should have let her go on this. But she was into it. That's funny.
I remember, because it's Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know
I've never been
about Florida weather, but it's indeed wild. Mm-hmm. So it was a nice and clear sunny day for the whole first part of the park. Like we went to the Hulk ride first. Hulk ride's pretty fun. And then Fast and Furious was right next to that. We went and did that. Went and did Transformers, stuff like that. And then a rainstorm happened.
Damn.
So while we were on that Harry Potter ride, they stopped the ride because rain and metal don't mix too well.
Is it outside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so we're just kind of stuck. We were like this stuck, and they were like, you know what? Let's run it. and then they put us to where we're like on the ground, and then they stopped and see if the rain would stop, and it didn't. So they just slowly put the rest of the track on, and then we went home.
Dang. So, which the one in Florida, is it more like the roller coaster or the like visual experience in the castle?
Both.
Oh, it's a mixture. It's more roller coaster.
No, because they have their own park for the roller coasters.
Oh, okay.
So that one was on that park. Was on the roller coaster park.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a full blast roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I want to go to Florida and go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
to.
Because I want to go to Miami too and go party in Miami.
That's not at all the same thing.
I know they're far from each other.
They are. That's like a 10-hour drive. So.
Yeah, I know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
It's I gotta be out there for like 10 days.
What are you gonna go do? Be on the Fresh and Fit podcast in Miami?
If they would have me. Nah, I couldn't handle that shit. Those bitches on there are crazy. It's too many of them too. That's why they're like, everyone looks at them like, you guys are being too misogynistic. They got 10 women in there. Do you think it's easy to control that room?
Yeah. People don't need to be controlled.
That thing is that first everybody's wilding. Fit and Fresh are wilding. They're always saying the most like misogynistic, crazy things. But then the people who go on there, oh, wake up! The people who go on there, the girls, it's like, what do you think is happening? You think you're gonna go there and you're gonna be like, actually, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're an OnlyFans model, and you know what? You should get a high earning man.
Why not? That's her world. I think Kevin Samuels was great for the economy.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I can't believe he died. I
I
thought
know.
it was fake because nobody cared.
Yeah, I know. Everybody who like did not like him they really went after him. I was like, damn.
But like, it wasn't reported.
Yeah, that was like
Big people, so I was like, oh, it's fake. It doesn't matter.
For me, it felt like the reality of like a YouTube social media person. Like the reality of like, oh, like the national news is not even going to pick this up. But he's like all over all social media. It was pretty wild. I still watch some of his old stuff every once in a while. Play one of those videos.
You are average. Asking for a man that is way above average.
I love it when he asks.
How are you going to bridge this gap?
When he asked their dress size, and he's like, ma'am, I've been a stylist and a personal stylist for many years. Okay, there's no way you could be your size and weight and be that dress size. You're more like a 10-12, okay? Oh yeah.
Kevin Samuels, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. You know, the weirdest part is he died like 2 weeks after his episode of Atlanta came out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was like right after that.
That was his peak.
Because when he popped up on screen, I'm like, is that Kevin Samuels? And I was like, of course, Donald Glover would put Kevin Samuels on like that. Did you watch that episode?
Which one?
It was the episode where the government was going to give free college to black kids, but they had to prove their blackness. It was a great episode.
The black kid that didn't want to be black his whole life was like, I'm black.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the black kid was going to burn down the school, but then the real black kid said, I'm burning down the school instead.
It was great. That was a great episode.
Atlanta.
What a weird show. I haven't watched the last season.
I haven't watched any seasons.
Oh, you haven't? You just watch clips or what? But how you?
No, I just watched that episode.
That was the one episode out of. So you never see the episode when they're in where are they? They're in like Amsterdam or something, and they're like.
I gotta say, this is a big pet peeve. If I said I've only watched that episode,
I know you
why
haven't.
are you going to describe to me another episode? Not under you saying, "Oh, this episode is cool." So you haven't seen this one that I just established.
I know, but
I haven't seen it.
I want to squeeze in this one that I know you haven't seen.
No, but I'm not arguing the fact that you shouldn't be saying that. I'm arguing the fact that we've established that I've only seen that one. Why are you saying like, "Oh, so you haven't seen this one," when it's been established that no, I haven't? Just say this was a cool episode. This is what happened.
I didn't want to do all that. Hey, this is a gift to the podcast. I didn't want to do all that. I just wanted to start talking about the episode I wanted to talk about.
So no, to answer your question, I haven't seen it.
There's an episode I know you haven't seen it.
You made the pod dog leave.
Aw.
Hope you're proud of yourself.
There's an episode that I know you have not seen
Thank you.
where they kept all the characters keep saying like we're going to a funeral, and when at the end of the episode when you get there, it ends up being like a what is it? What's the word for assisted death?
Assisted sewer slide.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, but the person who it is, it looks dead on Tupac, like dead on Tupac, and then it happens on screen. He like hits something, and then like a bag hits his face. He's on a bed, and like a bag hits his face, and like closes, and he dies right there. And there's like a bunch of people there. That show's so weird. It's really great at like making you feel uncomfortable for a long time.
I hate to bring up bad subjects.
Oh, why?
And you probably do know, but right here on your hoodie, there's a green stain.
Green.
And that's all that I can focus on.
Damn.
I don't know what you did. No, it's on the hood.
Oh, on the
I
hood?
don't know what you did, but it is green all up in there. And that is all that I can focus on.
I can't see it. When I take it off, I'll see it. It's so hard having white hoodies.
Back up. Like, put your hand on it. It is like right in beer territory. Like right there.
Right here?
All of that is green.
I don't know how I got green. It's hard having white sweaters.
There's
My
a
other one's
picture.
got makeup on
Oh,
it.
it is green. That's strange.
I don't know what you did. But that whole section is like whole green.
Is it real? Is it green even like? Is it the lighting?
No, it's
you,
green.
You
Oh.
can't turn it that way.
Oh.
Just put your hand up. No, it's not the lighting. It's green.
Damn.
I don't know what you did.
I don't know what. I don't know what I done. I don't know what I done did that was green.
Something.
Dude, these hard. I have 2 white sweaters, and it's been like, it's literally been like the hardest thing to keep them clean.
How you get green on it though? What you?
I don't know what I did. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I don't have like a shirt that was green that like rubbed off on it or something.
I think I know.
What is it?
Maybe it was some of the frosting you ate from that cupcake in the car. Because the top of the...
You already know he instinctively.
The top of the carrot had the green stem.
No, I didn't wear this today when we were at
Oh,
shopping.
then I have no clue.
Yeah, this has been sitting in the closet folded, so I don't know. I haven't worn it for like 3 or 4 days.
What the hell are you eating green?
Just hit that return.
No, a lady we both know is like a wizard and white. So we'll
I
see
don't
if
think she would
can-
like you calling her that.
She's really good. She's the go at getting things out of white.
She's a fairy.
She is a fairy. So I guess this is getting turned in. My other one's getting turned in because it has freaking makeup right here and another fucking mark right here. It's
He wears makeup.
I don't wear
That's
makeup.
crazy.
Somebody else wears makeup and they touch.
That's
Their
crazy.
face touched me.
This man got green frosting on him. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
the green hoodie.
No, it's not over. It's not over. I don't believe it yet. I'm gonna turn it in and we'll see what happens.
I was making sure it got there safe.
You're making sure? You're making sure the your respect got all the way up there? Uh-uh. What are you looking for? It made me nervous when you do that.
I see the button now. It's recording.
How's that prime?
Mid.
Mid?
Yep. I bought a case of it. I'm tired of it.
You bought a whole case of one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that seems like you gotta buy like 3 cases if you're gonna do that.
Yes.
If,
I only had one. This is the last one I've had of this case. This is the last one.
So you still think it's like healthy for you? Or are you like under that observation that it's healthy for you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like drinking Gatorade.
But it says it's gotten like a bunch of heat because like middle schools are like restricting it from kids, like that they'll bring it to school
That's it for different reasons.
because it says like don't consume if you're under 15 or something like that. Now there's like a warning label on it. Like you're not supposed to be consuming it under a certain age. And the energy drink is under 18.
Oh, for sure, yeah, the energy
The
drink.
energy drink, yeah, but they were talking about the hydration. I was like, dang.
Well,
but
it's
they're
not
always
on
getting
the-
heat.
It's not on the bottle. So
Let me see. Let me see where the warning is. Or maybe it's on their website.
I don't know what would be in it that you could drink that's under 15.
But you're not under. You're not underage.
Squeamy.
Oh, because with double the caffeine in Red Bulls. Oh, that's Prime Energy. Yeah, no, that's not the one I was.
Yeah.
People were upset about Prime hydration.
But yeah, I knew middle schoolers who would drink the 64 pack of Monster.
Jesus Christ.
Not the 64 pack, you know what I mean? The huge ouncer.
Yeah, the unnecessary one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, kids are.
Aren't they all unnecessary?
Yeah. I drink a lot of coffee. That's not completely necessary either. Pick your poison. Oh, at Dutch though, they got a mangonada drink.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, I didn't know it was like as
Way too
popular.
Mexican.
I didn't know it was like as popular as that it was, but like they were busy at like every Dutch yesterday.
I just realized my whole family's Mexican, and I'm Mexican too, so that's why I said that. So looks like two black men talking on
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet, and I just said that's way too Mexican, so I had to throw that in there. Because this room understands context.
Yeah.
The internet might
I'm
not
just gonna
understand
I'm
context.
gonna clip that, but without the explanation, so people freak out. I love watching people freak out.
It's views.
Oh, let's see. Actually, we'll pull up. Let's see what the best comment is the last few weeks. I can't remember. I haven't looked at it in a minute. Oh, somebody helped us out saying that my videos weren't popping up in the feed for crumble cookies,
Wow.
and they were right because I looked it up with logging out, and I was like, gotta figure that out.
No, Crumble clapped you. That's what happened.
Thinking,
Crumble clapped you. Hey,
um,
podcast, watch this.
yeah. Woo. Somebody have 20 more cookies. You're still breathing.
That's just great advice, honestly. You know, like, I don't think... Yeah, that's just great advice.
So actually, we have been actually getting some nice... Oh, somebody called us racist because we were celebrating St. Patrick's Day on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. No, they called you racist
I'm half
for that
white.
horrible accent you did.
I'm half white.
That does
and
not
I think
equate to Irish.
I think it might be Irish.
That does not equate to Irish.
I think my ancestors may come from the Ireland.
I'm walking out.
Oh, and then you got a comment a few weeks ago from our podcast where they said, N-word, Cleveland is like 54% black. In Cleveland alone, there are more than 200,000 black people. I'm going to assume this is just for clout because there's no way this dude is serious.
Well, I mean, taking anything I say seriously is probably not good, but I do gotta say, the Cavs, University of Cincinnati, the Browns, the Guardians, which used to be the Indians.
They were, oh my god, racist.
So, like, is that still wrong? 200,000? That seems like it might be right still.
That might be right. I was like, I don't think anybody's getting clout from our podcasts, but it's for jokes.
People just don't understand it. They think the beef is real, but it is real. Ain't no black people in Ohio.
You're like, I'm not done.
Everyone knows all the black people are in Illinois.
Oh, somebody was mad that we were even talking about Prime, and they said that we support scam artists.
That's crazy. I ain't get scammed. Y'all did. Y'all the ones that are dumb. Y'all the ones that bought that zoo farm thing that Logan Paul pushed. I didn't buy that, so guess what? That is not my problem. That is on y'all.
Yeah,
Normally, I understand when people fall for scams, but Logan Paul pushed an NFT thing, and you thought that it was
that was
legit.
all your guys' fault for thinking
That
NFTs were
is
just going to make you
crazy.
rich.
That too.
Do you remember when I first came to you about NFTs? When the NBA was pushing those...
And I was like,
this don't seem right.
yeah, and I was like, well, that's dumb as hell, but okay.
Like, if you want to do it.
Because it's like, it's highlights.
But you know what? You got to get in early.
There's some things that if you would have bought some at the beginning and then now, you would have made money. But
If you would have, you had to sell it way before now. You'd have to been
Yeah,
off
a couple
the
months
first
ago.
drop off.
Not some of them. But for the most part, yeah, NFTs are L.
We
I
have
have a
one.
friend that's really into them.
We had a House of Wolf NFT, but
So, you don't want
I
to make
kept-
some money, we can push it.
I kept trying to pump it, dump it, but no one was getting by it.
I know some people. I know some people. Well, look, here's the thing. All you got to do is buy the coin.
Mhm.
Right? If you build the coin, then, and you give celebrities a percentage of it, and then they buy it.
Well, now they're getting in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Before they buy
Before,
it,
yeah. Before
then you
regulators
capitalize
came in.
on their fans to buy it, and that's the people you're screwing over. Right? So that's all you have to do. And have nothing. You ain't got to do nothing but build the coin.
Just like, come on, people. Come on. You want this money? Get in quick. Oh my gosh, why are you so sleepy for?
Because I smoked so much weed today.
Oh my god. Do you hear this? Do you hear this nonsense? It's supposed to be drug free is the way to be, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Drug free. But drugs cost money, so they can't be free. Like, I gotta say real quick, that is the dumbest thing white people have ever tried to push.
Yeah, that
is
was.
that people are gonna offer you drugs, or they're putting drugs in people's candy at Halloween, stuff like that.
I get
Ain't
annoyed.
nobody putting drugs for free in them kids' candies.
Every year that does annoy me.
Drugs are not free.
There's always like one sheriff from the south who's like, yeah, we bring your candy, we'll check it.
Ain't no one putting free edibles in candy. Edibles are like, for a bag this big, like $120.
No, they're putting ecstasy and fentanyl in kids' candy.
That stuff's more expensive.
It is.
Honestly.
There has not been one recorded case of kids getting drugs instead of
No,
candy.
there has. It was last year.
Oh, they did?
But-
Well, what did they do?
That
a great
house, that house scrambled to try to find every kid to get their edibles back. It was on the internet.
Oh my! Oh, they gave out like brownies or something.
No, they gave out gummies. But they just poured the gummies into a bowl. Because, like, it was an edible thing, and so they were individually wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like, you know, the minis, like the mini
Yeah.
Kit Kats, stuff like that, individually wrapped in a bigger bag.
Oh man, that's called progress. This kid's mind, they're gonna never think the same way again. They're gonna be, they're
And
gonna
so
see
I
the
remember
world.
that. It was like, it was on Twitter. And, or it was on TikTok, one of the two. And it was someone freaking out about, okay, it was on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
The TikTok algorithm is so good. There was someone freaking out, like, oh my god, we put the edibles in the wrong bowl. And we put that bowl outside the house for Halloween. And then the next thing I scrolled was a parent being upset because their kid got an edible. The TikTok algorithm is so good.
Speaking of algorithms, you know what popped up on my algorithm? Because somebody else was watching it and my YouTube was listening.
Mm-hmm.
There is a YouTube channel that is local. They're local people. There's a dude. He's a military dude. He works at the base. He's like he's really into Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has like 2 Teslas and like the solar thing, everything. Anyways, that's his whole channel.
So when are we getting on the podcast?
That's what I was thinking about. Honestly, to be honest, but he shouts out his location, so we'd have to be okay with that. He went viral. So he does videos like pretty regularly about different things. Him modding his Teslas and all this stuff, and he went viral because him and his neighbor are feuding. And that's what and he keeps posting videos about it, and it's like 2 Mexican ladies are like, I'm from the north side, you don't know, man, like you don't know who you're messing with, and they keep like they're all like pointing cameras at each other. And they're
Well,
like,
at least they're not guns.
and the big thing is a fence, right? They built like the Mexican people next door. It's like a white family with the Teslas, and there's Mexican people next door, and they all look like nice houses. So I don't know why they can't get their shit together. But they built the fence on his property line, and he hung lights off of the fence, like so many spaces, and they're mad that he's hanging stuff on their fence, and he goes, well, it's on my property, and like they're literally having it in like
And camera.
and oh yeah, and his cameras. They're literally going to court. Like really, like he'll show the court documents on his thing. But he has like 2.7K followers. His video was like 3 million views. Like the drama, his channel's become a drama channel,
That's it, shit.
and it's freaking hilarious.
See, we need to have some drama.
No, I don't want him.
That's
and
what we're
it's literally
missing.
outside of his house,
That's what we're missing. Some good old fashioned drama.
and they're all like, I know you've been posting on social media about us and talking shit about us. Talk shit about us now.
Okay.
And it's and they're as they're recording, that they're gonna post that video. And like on the video, it goes, "I hope you're a subscriber." But
This kid came in doing YouTube videos. And so
To your store?
I'm in someone's vlog. But kids' content is like,
ick.
yeah, big time.
Why? Like, what do you
It's
mean?
just
Is he just really kiddish about it, or is he trying to act like somebody he isn't, or what?
No, it's just real kiddish stuff. Like the video that I was cool dude, right? Like super cool, super respectful. But the video that I was in started off by him having an air horn and making it go off at like 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. Just annoying his grandma.
Whoa! Whoa!
And then like he does like the public pranks. Like I didn't click on the videos, but it's like, oh, we got kicked out of Target, getting kicked out of Home Depot, stuff like that. It's just like,
These people just are trying to work, guys.
right?
Dude, what about the ones that mess with gangsters in LA?
You're asking to get shot.
Dude, they'll be like, "There's a camera, it's just a prank," and they're still like, "I don't care." Like they have knives in their
it's
hand,
the-
and I'm like, what a weird game to like literally like risk your life for a YouTube video. You think the cops care?
No. Wait, what do you mean?
Like you'll just be like, "Oh, I got stabbed. I'll shoot a video. It's on video," and they're like, "What did you do?
Yeah.
Let me see the video."
If you go up and press someone
Mm.
and act like you're gonna fight, I don't think you being in court being like, Your Honor, it was a prank, is gonna fly.
Yeah. And they do. They like stare all hard and act all
Yeah.
disrespectful. That's like against all the codes. I'm no gangster, but I know that's against all the. I know if I walk by a gangster, you just give a nod and you just keep it pushing. If you even nod, you just keep it pushing. You're not going into their neighborhood and fucking mean mugging them. Duh. But anyways,
One day,
what they'll get theirs.
I'll be a good gangster and I'll do that.
What you'll mean mug?
Oh.
You'll mean mug other
Just
gangsters.
imagine if it was the opposite. A
What?
gangster going into like Home Goods and staring down the white
They would get
people.
arrested. They would get arrested immediately. The video would be like 30
sure.
seconds.
For sure. That would be hilarious.
So what should do that?
I'm gonna go do it.
Would be like, well, you have a
I'll go dress
you have
up.
an aggressive face when you're sitting there thinking, and you're not really like, you look like you look mean.
And then they'll be like, he was harassing me. I was trying to figure out what pillows matched my couch.
You're like, look, are these teal or green, blue, or I don't know what this is, sky? I don't know what this is.
Right, I'm just trying to make sure that they match. No, look, it's not the same. See, like, I don't know why Shawty tripping for. I was just trying to match the. She was kind of impeding my purchasing power. She was in my way.
Like she kept walking by, and I'm like distracted. I'm like trying to
Yeah,
look.
I thought she was one of y'all. I thought she was a secret shopper. Like, I can't shop here. That's why I kept looking at her.
My people can't come here.
Right? Like, so I can't. What you're telling me is I can't buy pillows? You gonna make me go to Target? You really gonna make me go to Target right now?
My money's good at Target. That's why my money's good at Target. If you made it so far on our randomness, I think that's the best version of us, is just randomness. That's what
That's
I like.
crazy.
What?
I was gonna apologize
To what? Who?
to
the
the
viewers?
audience.
To the audience?
Yeah, because this was just completely unhinged.
That's alright. That's kind of our personalities. Unhinged. I don't know if I said on the top. Appreciate all the new subscribers. We're itching towards 500. We're at like 450 something.
I feel like the new subscribers are like, who are these people?
If there are people you would.
They're like, who are these people and where are the cookies?
Where are the cookies? No, you know what's like, a lot of our subscribers are younger people.
Mhm.
Which is like a weird thing for me to see. Because I'm like, I don't know if people should let their kids watch me. I don't know if I'm a great influence, but
We just gotta start making videos like Ebb and Preach, and then we'll blow it.
I love the videos now. If
Us
you go back to like a year ago when you kept bringing them up, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
even
you
care
were
about-
hating.
I was like, I don't care about these
You were
videos.
hating.
I don't care. And then now I watch. I don't watch. I watch most videos. Like
Yeah, there's some
80%.
stuff that I just don't click on. Like when they do the Jubilee videos.
It matters
like
which one.
The press the button stuff. For the most part, I won't click on those. Only time I will is if I'm getting dressed in the morning, and it just is the first video that pops up. I'm like, okay.
Those things are so cringy. The press the button thing.
That's what I'm saying. So
What about
I
the
don't
girl
watch
who
those.
who pressed the button on everybody? They're like, I don't think there's
That
somebody.
happens every time.
Oh,
So,
it does? I don't
yeah,
watch
that
them
means
all.
nothing to me.
They're like, I don't think there's anybody here that's gonna be a match for you. And they're like, how do you know? Because you went through all the guys.
Some of them are cool though. Like there's the ones that like they try to figure out who the black person is,
Oh.
and they're all blindfolded. That one's fun.
I like the ones where, like the verses where they're like it's the three different, or like it's six people, three of them are from different backgrounds, are the same, similar, and they all talk. I like those are my favorite ones because it's actually people talking, and it takes a second for them to not just attack each other, and then just understand like, oh, that person just has a different opinion, and that's okay.
Preach stopped covering those because they did one that was like women's versus men's rights,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't let the men talk about like their like statistics and stuff like that. They were like, no, this is just about emotions. And it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So they stopped covering those ones out of principle, which I can get behind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you enjoyed it, tell me that I'm the best.
Like DJ Khaled.
I know, I'm walking out after that comment.
Thank you for all our new subscribers. Make sure you like and subscribe to videos. Share if you like this show in particularly. Share our playlist, which is now like our podcast home for this podcast.
Yeah, do it, guys.
And subscribe to the channel. And just, you know what? Enjoy the rest of the content on the channel. The next day, I think this might be up tomorrow. So the day after this goes up, we will have our Crumble Bumble Cookie podcast. We have actually 4 really good new cookies. You should come on. I don't know why you refuse to come on. It's a good ass time. We have a lemon one this week,
Gross.
and we have an oatmeal one, and we have a double chocolate one,
Potentially gross. I don't like chocolate.
and then we have what's the other one? Oh, it's a sugar cookie, but it has like I think it has malt balls on
That
it.
sounds pretty good.
So I think those are the ones. But
Bye, everyone.
we will see you on the next video, and have a good one. Adios. Because he just fucking left.